Hey everybody, welcome back again. Hopefully you've seen my last video, which is basically this is part two. It's a run through of all the autographs I've received since around March time. This is the first chance I've had to do a video since then. There were quite a few returns, so I've split this video into two. In the last video, I finished up with the purchase from the charity shop that you can see here from Andrew Marr. So let's crack straight on and see what else I got from Monday the 17th of May onwards. Okay, so the next autographs I got were via private address from Line of Duty actor Martin Compston. As I say, they were private address, so unfortunately I won't be able to share it with anybody. But I sent two pictures from Line of Duty. This one here, you can see him with his AC-12 colleagues, and also this one here as well. And he signed them both to Carl. Best wishes, Martin Compston. So I'm really pleased to start building on my Line of Duty collection. It's a really good, fantastic series. I don't think I've got anybody really who plays a major character in Line of Duty yet until this one came back. So really looking to start to build this this kind of line of collections on in more detail. So yeah, first return in this video then was from Martin Compston. Next up is this picture from Robert Englund. Robert Englund does charge to sign items via his website, but if you send him a request, you will get this kind of standard Freddy Krueger Nightmare on Elm Street signed card. And to be honest, I was happy enough with this. It was just the cost of the stamp to get it there and back. And he's, as you can see, signed it in gold, Robert Englund, and it's his sort of half his face, half Freddy Krueger's face. Yeah, very happy with this. No, he did send something else, but I haven't got the picture of it on here. It was just basically a breakdown of his costings. They're not cheap, if I'm totally honest, and there wasn't anything specific I wanted signed, although I do have some items signed by sort of other cast members of Nightmare on Elm Street that I could have sent off to be multi-signed, but I decided just to go for this, send him the standard request to ask for an autograph, and yeah, I got this back from Robert Englund, so that was quite cool. And that was via the US as well, I should say. Next up was a purchase from former actor. He's not in. He doesn't really act anymore. But former actor Ross Beedman. Ross sends his autographs, or sort of sells his autographs, I should say, via his Facebook page. But he also has a website as well. He plays Source Bandim in Revenge of the Sith, the sort of third in the sort of episode 1, 2 and 3 of Star Wars. He plays this character. He pretty much is in it only very briefly. He's one of the sort of trainee young Jedis, and he's put his quote here: "Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?" He signed it Ross Bandim and put his character's name Source Bandim. Ross Beedman, put his character's name Source Bandim as well, which is an anagram of Ross Beedman. And yeah, and I wanted to add this to my collection for a while. I'm big into Star Wars, love Star Wars stuff, and yeah, although he's not an integral character in the sort of the scheme of things in Star Wars, he plays a major part in the sense that he talks to Luke Skywalker just before he slaughters the trainee Jedis. I really like this. Wasn't particularly expensive, so very happy to add Ross to my collection. Next up was another purchase. This was via a private signing, and it's Eliza Roberts, who's probably best known in this image I purchased here is from Animal House, but she was also in the Doctor Who TV movie with Paul McGann as well. I've only watched it like maybe twice in my entire life, despite being a big Doctor Who fan, so I couldn't tell you what character she plays, but she was in that. She's also Eric Roberts' wife, so Eric Roberts, who played the Master in the Paul McGann film. She's his wife. This still image is from National Lampoon's, and I just saw the chap who is her agent, basically, or is her former agent. He's selling off lots of signed stuff that he had on via Facebook groups. So I decided to purchase this. It wasn't particularly expensive, and yeah, nice addition to the collection. I've got really nothing from anybody from Animal House. It's a brilliant film, so decided to add this to the collection. Next up then is a TTM return. Those who watched my previous video, you will have seen this image before, the one you can see on screen here. It's a Twin Town sort of poster image. Twin Town is one of my all-time favourite films. Absolutely love it. So I sent off to William Thomas, who plays Bryn Cartwright in the film Twin Town. He's also been in Torchwood as well. I think he plays... is it Gwen's dad? or is it her husband's dad? Maybe it's Gwen's dad. I'm not entirely sure his character in Torchwood. But I sent 3 images. I'll skip on for a sec. So I sent this one, which I really liked. It's him from the Twin Town movie with his quote, "Party back at the Ponderosa after. You're coming, bring the missus," when he's at the Indian restaurant having his food with his family, and he signed that "Best wishes, William Thomas." He's also signed this picture, which is from Torchwood, "Best wishes, William Thomas," but then he's also signed this Twin Town picture. So Jenny Evans, who signed it previously, plays his daughter in the film, Bonnie Cartwright. He plays Bryn Cartwright. So now it's signed by 2 of the 3 members of the Cartwright family. Will I get the 3rd person to sign it? You'll have to wait and see. But yeah, really happy to start adding this into a bit of a multi-signed piece, which is really cool. And next up then was a return from Rebecca Adlington, probably best known obviously as a 4-time Olympic medal winner, quite timely as the Tokyo Olympics are on as I'm recording this at the moment. She didn't sign it, sent it through the mail. She didn't sign the picture I sent. She's got a sort of standard card here, so she must just sign off hundreds of these and have them pre-signed, ready to go. So they returned my picture unsigned, but sent this one back, signed by Rebecca Adlington. First, I think this is my first Olympian return, but I wouldn't mind trying to get a few more people who sort of multi-Olympic medal winners or holders. It'd be quite a cool thing to add to the collection. She's a 4 times Olympic medalist in swimming. So yeah, really pleased to add Rebecca Adlington to the collection. Okay, carrying on. So Monday, the 21st of July was June. Sorry, was the next return I had. This is from Al Jardine, who's probably best known as the founder member of the Beach Boys, lead singer of the Beach Boys. This is actually via his website. So I went to his website and there's a contact me section, I think. So I asked for a possibility of a signed picture or something, and what I got was this postcard. This is a postcard from California, which is the name of one of his albums, and on the back you can see here it's signed to Carl Al Jardine. Obviously, I mean, the Beach Boys are huge. They're in America, they're probably as big as the Beatles, I would have said, and so yeah, to get something by one of the founder members of the Beach Boys is brilliant. So added Al Jardine to the collection. Next up, really pleased with this. Did not expect to get anything signed through the mail from this chap. It is Sir David Jason, the absolute legend from Only Fools and Horses, Touch of Frost. He was in Porridge, Open All Hours, still Open All Hours, and Darling Buds of May, so much stuff. Danger Mouse. I sent him, so this was via a private address, so this, obviously I'm not going to share this, this was via a private address. I sent 2 pictures and was absolutely over the moon to not only get them back signed, but also sort of have a quote or something on them as well. So this picture of him is Dell from Only Fools and Horses, and he signed it lovely jubbly David Jason, which is awesome. And then he also signed and personalised this one from A Touch of Frost, where he plays Detective Inspector Frost, and he signed it for Carl, Chop Chop, David Jason. So absolutely over the moon. I do have David once before, but as a signed book, which I purchased as a signed book from Waterstones, I think. So to actually get stuff back through the mail from him is brilliant. I think he is getting swamped with mail at the moment. People have been sharing his address everywhere. It seems he's now no longer personalising or putting quotes on. He's just signing his name, and I'm sure it won't be long before he stops signing completely. So I'm pleased I got in when I had the chance and got in at the right time to get these 2 pictures signed by David Jason. Next up was another return from Derrick Jacoby, probably best known as the Master, or Professor Yana in Doctor Who. I sent him this picture from Vicious that he is in with Sir Ian McKellen. I wanted to get this multi-signed, but as you can see, it's not the best placement of his signature at the bottom. You can see it there on the carpet. I may still send this on to Ian McKellen to get it multi-signed, but I'm a bit disappointed with A, the quality of the pen, and B, where he signed it, although it's probably my fault. I should have sent a better picture, I suppose. But the likelihood is, hopefully, you'll see this further down the line. Multi-signed with the return from Sir Ian McKellen, so we'll wait and see on that one. Next up is Sue Roderick. I said if you held on long enough, you'd see whether I got this multi-signed by the entire Cartwright family from Twin Town, and indeed I did. I wrote to Sue Roderick, who plays Lucy Cartwright, who is the mother of the family in Twin Town. So I now have this signed and returned by Jenny Evans, signed at the top, William Thomas, and Sue Roderick, otherwise known as Bonnie Cartwright, Bryn Cartwright and Lucy Cartwright. Sue has signed it in pen, which is a bit like, yeah, but never mind, it can't be helped. And then she also sent me this headshot back as well to Carl of Sue Roderick. So I'm calling this complete now. It's signed by the Cartwright family from Twin Town. I was thinking about maybe sending it to Claire Evans or Rhys Evans, but I'm not going to bother. I'm going to keep it signed just by the Cartwright family. So I'm very happy with that. Next up is another private address. This is from a former Manchester United manager. I mean, obviously managed other teams like Aston Villa, etc. But obviously I'm only interested in Manchester United. Former Manchester United manager Ron Atkinson. I sent him 2 pictures. The quality of this one's actually not great. It didn't print out very well, but I sent it anyway. This one's much nicer. And they are pictures from him as his time as Manchester United manager. So now I've got pretty much from Ron Atkinson right through to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, minus Louis van Gaal, who I still need to get. But I've got pictures signed by all of the Manchester United managers from Ron Atkinson onwards, barring, as I say, LVG, which I'm hoping to try and chase up at some point. So happy to add that to my Manchester United collection. Next up, another private address. I'm doing a lot of research at the moment, as you can tell, from the awesome Stephen Fry, best known for Jeeves and Wooster, QI, The Hobbit, etc., and loads of other stuff. I sent him 2 pictures. This one from Jeeves and Wooster, which he signed in gold pen, looks awesome, Stephen Fry. And this sort of really nice headshot of him as well, which he signed Stephen Fry. I mean, he does sign via his agency, as far as I'm aware, but I tried the private address just to see. And it was success. So, yeah, really pleased to get these back from Stephen Fry. Next up, another private address is another addition to my Line of Duty collection, and it's Vicky McClure. Again, Line of Duty, one of the main characters in the series. I sent her 2 pictures. This one, which I may resend to Martin Compston to see if I can get it multi-signed. We'll have to wait and see. I've written to Adrian Dunbar, but I don't know if he does TTM via his agency yet, so I'm not going to send to him until I'm sure. And then she also signed this one as well. Love Vicky McClure, so really pleased to add those to my Line of Duty collection. Thanks, Vicky. Next up is a return from America, and it's from adult actress Elsa Jean. I saw somebody else that had a reply from her, so I decided to print some off and send. Obviously, as I say, she is an adult actress, but she's gorgeous. She's stunning. She's the middle female here in this picture. She signed this picture, Elsa Jean, the blonde in the picture there. She's also signed this one. Kisses Elsa Jean to Carl, and then she signed the back of the photo to Carl. Love always, Elsa Jean. So yeah, very pleased to get these back from the gorgeous adult actress Elsa Jean. Nearly there, last 2 now. These are purchases from another collector who I've been chatting with for a little while. He got these signed at the Showmasters event. They're Game of Thrones pictures. He's been trying to sell his collection, and I made a really silly offer. I mean, really silly for how much these go for at Showmasters. It was next to nothing in the scheme of things. And he was so desperate to get rid of the pictures that he accepted. They are absolutely genuine. They've got the Showmasters holographic logo on the back. The first one is Faye Marsay, who plays the waif, but she's been in loads of other stuff, Fresh Meat, The White Queen, etc. This is her character, the waif from Game of Thrones. Don't have her in my collection, so now this is a new addition. So really pleased, but probably even more so than that is this, which happens to be the last of the video as well, and gets us completely up to date, which is Natalie Emmanuel, who I know from Misfits. Missandra, I think is how you pronounce her name, from the Game of Thrones. She's in the new Army of Thieves, which is just coming out soon on Netflix. And it's this image here, signed Natalie Emmanuel. Absolutely love this. She charges something ridiculous like 40 or 50 quid at Showmasters Comic Con. And I think once you take postage off how much I paid for these 2 pictures, I think I ended up paying just under a tenner. Which is an absolute bargain for this. It's 100% genuine. As I say, it's on it's Game of Thrones image. It's got the Showmasters holographic logo on the back, so it's 100% genuine. So really, really pleased to add Natalie Emmanuel and Faye Marsay. And that is us entirely up to date. Thank you for sticking with me. I'm completely up to date in terms of my returns. Do keep an eye out for any more videos. Probably won't be for a few months now, but I will do an update soon. Thank you for coming back and watching. Please like, subscribe. Please leave a comment below. It's really nice to read comments from people, and I always reply if you comment. Please follow me on Instagram as well. I'll put the details in the description below, but my Instagram name is celebrity_signings_. Please follow there, because you'll see more up-to-date stuff more regularly as I put it out straight away on Instagram. Thanks very much. All the very best. Stay safe and well, and I will speak to you again very soon. Thank you. Goodbye.